you doing, Ols? You fainted? Not surprised. Sun's coming out though. Can you not see it yet? Where? Oh yeah, like a proper one. Number 31.
United Kingdom, England, Ireland, Scotland and Wales too. Sing for our King, sing for our King, sing for King Charles Coronation Day. Sing for our King, sing for our King, sing and celebrate today.
Happy Coronation, Charlie boy. What are
you going to choose from, Ems?
What should we get?
A lolly?
Yes.
Should we have a look inside? What have they got? Eggs?
Oh look, fresh eggs.
Should we take eggs on the mountain?
Lollies.
Lollies. Right, some scones and a lolly. Where's the lollies? Scones. We'll take some scones.
Pop it in the box.
Well, we're off again on another adventure. It's, what is it, the 6th of May, it's Coronation Day. We've watched it this morning and now it's our turn for a little mooch into the mountains. I think we're going to entitle the day King of the Mountains. That's you, isn't it? Oh, you are the King of the Mountains. So, and if you're wondering why he looks like he's had lipstick on, he's currently munching his way through 2 different sour lollies in honour of the king. And what's that you've got on your fingers, Oz?
Nail varnish.
Nail varnish? What?
Because
What you got nail varnish on for?
well, it's in the colour of the king. Can you see?
Oh, so you're paying your respects to the king through nail varnish, eh?
Because it's got the.
Well, that's us. We're off. Just left the church of How Town, and our car's back there, isn't it, Oz?
Behind that.
It's behind the church somewhere. There's the ant going up Hallenfell. We've been up there, haven't we, Oz?
That one over
Gorgeous
there,
little mountain,
We've already done it.
We've already done it.
People coming down.
It's where we did our very first wild camp, wasn't it?
From what? Whoa.
Well, that could be the summit, but it's not. And it's just starting to rain. Fortunately, as he quite rightly pointed out, his skin's completely waterproof. That's not the top, dude. That's the top up there where those people are. That's just a...
Up there?
Yep. So not far.
That's just the trick.
That was like a trick top. Oh, he took that quite well. Number 28 and a half we're going to call that one. But yes, it started raining. Is it okay for the grown-up to be the one that struggles? It's meant to be the other way around, isn't it? I'm meant to be guiding him, looking after him. I don't know why. Some days you just get those days when you're not quite feeling it. That's one of them for me. It's flattened out up here a bit though, so should be able to make some decent progress. You gonna go up? Are we classing this as the top?
So I just thought that you couldn't go down there. Basically, how would you get down there? It's very hard actually to get down, to get up this mountain. It's not as hard as Helvellyn. Helvellyn was very hard when me and Daddy went up it. It was easier when Daddy just went up it by himself because he didn't have a kid. But when you go up big mountains, big ones, it can be very tricky. So do not give a kid always on a mountain, on big mountains, but sometimes do. So like most of the time you can, but sometimes if they're too big for kids, like the Scotland ones, but when you get an older kid, you're allowed to.
Can we camp in here, Ollie?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not looking good. It's a bit stony.
But,
It's too stony for us.
I know, but
It's a shame that.
this is the house.
That would have made a right little...
No, Daddy, stop there.
Oh, you're going through the front door?
No, come on. No, it's any old door. Come on.
I'm watching you go through first to make sure it's okay.
No, you go. So Daddy, come out here, and then you can go up there and see which is the
fastest door.
Yeah.
Right, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah!
Well, I didn't have the key. I've had to try and find the key in my pocket.
No, Daddy.
Yeah.
Do it again, but I need the key. Do it. Got in. Oh, hello. This is my house. Look at where's the big chimney?
Well, this house doesn't need a chimney.
I need a roof.
The chimney's supposed to extract all the fumes. There's no roof.
But I need a roof.
Well, that's what the tent's for. Nice little haze kicking about. Looks a bit more meh over there. But I'll tell you what, we've been so lucky with the weather today, because it was not forecast. It's been mainly bright and sunny, really. Pretty sure, Ollie, as insignificant as it is, that little pile of rocks is the top. Not the best trig point ever, unless we've missed it. But it says Cairn, Wether Hill, Cairn on my map. So that's gonna... Number 30! Not yet, Daddy. Oh, someone's built them. Don't destroy it, darling. There, stand on the top. It's called Wether Hill, this one.
Number 30, Wether Hill. Number 30, Wether Hill.
Good lad. Like I was saying, I met a nice couple earlier on. Haven't seen many people today, really. A couple early doors, but got chatting to them anyway. Anyway, they were talking about, because he'd mentioned YouTube and he'd mentioned about making sure they had to like and subscribe and all these usual banter. And then they were saying that they followed some of the people that I've been watching over the years, like Abby Barnes and Bushman and Blue, MCM Outdoors, that kind of thing. Andy Wardle, shout out to one of my local boys. And I said, oh well, we've got a channel, you know, should check us out. And she was really canny. So if you're watching this, it was nice to talk to you. I should have got you on video, shouldn't I? And you could have watched yourself on telly. But never mind. What are you doing down there, Mr. Man? The starfish. Come on, we've got to climb up this hill. Oh, challenge set. Well and truly on board with it. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say, in a manner of words, is that there's not many. I've been out walking in the hills for years. There's not. You see lots of day hikers with kids, which is fab to see. But you don't see many, or I haven't seen many, that are doing the sort of thing that we're doing, where we're wild camping as well. And I'm not saying that it's for everybody, because it really isn't. It takes a lot of resilience, I suppose, on both sides. Case in point. Are you being resilient, determined? Or are you being sleepy? Night night. I'm off. But yeah, it'd be, if I could, or if we could inspire one or two more, then you don't always have to do Helvellyn. You don't always have to walk 13 miles over 2 days, and in fact you probably shouldn't. But if you could do...
Emerald.
But if you could just... Like Hallen Fell was our first one. I think it took half an hour to walk up, maybe 45 minutes or something, from the car park. And then you've got the most glorious views all the way down Ullswater. It's probably against the country code actually to announce good spots like that, so it just becomes saturated with people. But anyway, I'm waffling as per. Ollie, do you want to waffle a bit, or do you just want to get to the top?
I want to get to the top.
You want to? Can you not see it yet?
No. There!
Where?
Right over there. I can see it.
Oh yeah, like a proper one. Number 31. Well, I'm going to have my, what is it, Gulf IPA from Farmyard Brew Company. Never come across them, never had one of these before, but I'm going to have it in my Union Jack cup. So, chin chin, Charlie. Cheers. Wonder what the King's doing now, Ollie. What do you think?
Probably going to bed.
What, 6:30? Do you really think so?
Because he's old.
Yeah, but he's not that old. You think he's having his like royal dinner or something?
Maybe he's getting his pyjamas on.
The royal pyjamas.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe him and Camilla are having an early night because they've had a busy day, haven't they?
I think he's supposed to go to bed at 9 o'clock.
But he's tired after his busy day.
It's actually, I think it's after 8 o'clock now.
So the plan is to obviously cook, but we've just got here and while it's not raining, we might as well sit out. And he's having his scone and I'm on me beer.
We might go up there again. And I didn't get a chance to stand on it, did I?
We didn't get a chance to go to the trig point properly. Oh look, can you see there's a tent over there, Ollie?
Oh.
Can you see a red one?
Yeah?
That must be on Arthur's Pike or Bonscale Pike or something. Our car's just down there. We're not far from the car, which is good. It's lovely, that beer. So it's quite nice and still. It's quite dry.
You know that beer that I brew?
Yeah.
I drank some of it actually.
Oh, so you've already had a beer? Well, no wonder you didn't want that Purdy's. Yeah, so we're just hoping, because there's no wind, we're just hoping that whatever clouds are about.
How do you talk with that?
It's just clever, isn't it? See all this moss? Just pull it out. You just grab a handful and just rip it all out. It's quite satisfying. You can play with that for hours.
You can, there's loads of it.
So, Ali, I'm going to turn the camera off in a second. Have you had a nice day? You've done 3 more mountains?
2 more.
So you're up to 31. Was it hard today or not? Was that?
No.
No? You were finding it a bit hard at the very, very, very end, weren't you, when you were getting a bit... No? I'm desperate to get this kid to accept that things are hard.
It's the easiest thing in the world.
The easiest thing in the world. We've got drinks in honour of the King. In honour of the King. I'm not sure which King we're celebrating. We're celebrating King Charles or the King of the Mountains. But I know which King I like best. So, chin chin. Oil's hot, I think. As Gordon Ramsay would say, lay away. Keeps something away, I don't know what. I'm not going to season yet. I'm going to wait until there's a bit of browning going on. I don't want all the seasoning to burn either. What? Chicken? Chicken a la minute? Chicken a la Coronation style, eh? I'll probably just have to return to the video in about 20 minutes when this is cooked, and hopefully there's some gas left for cooking out the rawness and also some porridge. Well, I'm guessing we're probably about halfway through cooking this chicken, and I'm a little bit concerned that we may be low on gas. So I don't particularly fancy raw chicken. So it could be a pan of rice and a pepperami. Now this is a slight twist on your traditional coronation, being as it is served with a big pan of rice, but we need the calories, and rice is easy to do, boil in the bag. In with the raisins, yeah? Nearly, yeah? In with the raisins, Coronation styley. And we'll put the mayonnaise just through at the end. That's not looking too bad. It might be stuck to the pan like. It's like a fruity curry. That should be our ode, our tribute to Charlie Boy, like I say. Well done, you old codger. Let God save the king and all that, and hope you have a little bit of time at least steering the ship.
Me, you see myself, and I can put the chicken out there.
Do you know what? This is actually pretty damn delicious.
Not that.
That's the Coronation chicken, but that's just the rice. It's just the rice bit.
But where's the bit of not rice?
Do you just want the chicken first?
Yeah.
God, you're a right little meat eater, aren't you? There's a Coronation chicken. I mean, I know this is not anything like Coronation chicken, which is essentially a salad type thing. But it's kind of nice. Yeah. I'm happy as Larry with that.
Regular.
Time for the customary top trumps, isn't it, Els?
What?
But this time it's top trumps with a twist. There's Charlie Boy. He's watching over us tonight. He's absolutely satched. Sitting out there in the rain. But he's taking one for the team. He may be the king of England, or he may be the king of the UK or Great Britain and Ireland, or whatever you want to call it. But he is the real king. King of the mountains. And I bet he's going to give me the same, deal me the same rubbish hand that he always deals me.
No.
No?
I don't want them.
Oh, do you not want to play that? Do you just want to go to sleep?
I want to hug.
You want a hug?
Yeah.
I'll give you a hug.
An important queen.
That's right. So who else have we got?
So we've already had her.
Yeah, we've had her, yeah.
She was coronated 70 years ago.
That's right. She was coronated 70 years ago, 1953. Morning. Ollie and I have decided that this long, wet grass, which is very wet, dewy, is not really conducive to having an enjoyable breakfast. So we're going to take the little walk back up to the trig point. We're going to cook on the trig. There's got to be a YouTube, an Instagram account out there, call that somewhere. Cooking on a trig. But yeah, when you've got the weather, when you've got the views, you do what you can to maximise the experience. And this is a first for me, I think. You can do. Give me 1 second. Lid on. Sticky lid. It's got your thing on from last night. That's a good place to cook your breakfast. Just sitting here cooking, or standing here cooking, looking at this lovely flat bit of grass here, or here, or here, and just thinking, why on earth did I not just pitch right next to a point of interest, something that Ollie could have kept coming out to. The only reason I didn't was because just in case the wind did pick up, it was right on the top, and I thought I would get a little bit more protection down there. But all these things, just learning as you go. He's now discovered an area of land that can only be described as like a receptions play area, sand pit, mud pit.
Look, Daddy.
Yeah?
Look at all of those cool stones.
And what are you doing with them?
I'm finding how many cool white ones I can find.
Well, your breakfast's here. Bio and me gut-loving porridge.
Get me.
I will.
Count 1, 2.
Right, well, we're packed up, aren't we, all? As usual. We're going to leave no trace. We never do, we never will.
180.
And we've got a little bit of a mooch down. Very, very easy, I think, especially the first part. Gets a bit steep. Gets a bit steeper towards the end when we get back towards what do you call it? Bull's water. But we'll be fine. So, oh, it's so much lighter today, I love it.
That's how many countries there is.
That's what happens when you drink beer. This is definitely his kind of walking. Flat, sunny, no wind, sun on his back, no clothes. I would spin you round, but I don't even know if I can with all this clobber. 2 bags, phone. I've also got his sunglasses, t-shirt and coat in the other hand, like a pack horse mule. But I'm enjoying it, and he's enjoying it, so if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. We're just approaching Bonscale Pike, which will be number 4 for the trip and number 32 I think for him. Number 171 for me. And then we're going to ditch the bags because I don't need to carry them across to Arthur's Pike, because we're going to come back to pick the bag up anyway. He spotted something, so I'll go and investigate. I'm practically holding him back. He knows. I didn't actually tell him that the summit was here. He must have seen something. Either that or he's got a sixth sense. But anyway, this is the summit of Bonscale Pike. And he's just running off. So I don't mind, but I'd quite like to get there with him. Well, there would have been some fantastic pictures here. We'll have to bring Mammy back here one day. Down there, look, overlooking the lake. Be nice.
Number 32.
Face the camera.
Number 32.
What's it called?
I don't know.
Bond scale pike.
Number 32, bone scale pike. Now, what's number 33?
Well, he's at it again. This time I did actually tell him that the summit was up here. Didn't have the sixth sense this time. But he's making a beeline for it.
No.
Can you remember what it's called?
Number 30 feet off a pike. 30 feet. Number 30 feet off a pike.
Well done, Alls. If you climb on there, you'll be able to reach this handle and then hold the handle with your left hand and push the gate with your right. That's it.
I know how to do it now.
Have you been camping?
Yeah.
We have.
Have you? All night?